Abba-dabby dude! Hi there, this is Abba-dabby dude! Welcome back. And it's part 2 of a little 3-part mini-series going up to Arduaine Gardens and then back home again via the northerly route. If you haven't watched the first episode, I would suggest that you watch that first just to pick up on where we've got to by now. But you'll have seen at the end of the last episode, surprise, surprise, me failing to get a charge. That was Inverary, which has not yet been 100% successful for us, but we have had one partial charge there in the past. And now we're moving on to Lochgilphead, which has exactly the same success rate for us. One failure, one partial charge. So fingers crossed, let's see if we can get that one to succeed for us. Okay, we are at Lochgilphead again. I mean again, as in it's a third time here ever. But we've got a mixed success rate here as well, similar to Inverary. Let's hope it doesn't go the same way as Inverary today. Right, so there's the card being swiped. Open my charge port door. Oh, really? The cables are always a mess. Right, plug in. There she goes. And press start. There come the fans, if you can hear them. The lights stayed green though. Light's gone blue. Oh, and the car light already has gone green. Which means, well, it may be charging. It still says performing checks on the screen. But, ooh. Apparently, we are charging. Well, that was very painless. First time. Wow, just plug in. Oh, and it's gone. As I walked away, up comes the error message and it's cancelled the charge. Looking at the dashboard, it's cancelled the charge. I spoke too soon. It was all looking far too good. Right, I am pressing emergency stop. Because that worked before for us. I need my keys now. Okay, I've reset it. Oops, sorry. Put the cable back because we're going to do this from 0 now. There goes the light. They've gone red. Now we just need to wait for 1 minute. That's probably overkill. I don't really need to be resetting the machine every time, but there's nobody using it, so why not? It's not going to do me any harm. So yeah, we just wait for a minute now, and then we'll press the stop button and get the lights to go green, hopefully. So, if I now press that stop button and keep it pressed, it says hold it down for 20 seconds, but the last time it didn't take anything like 20 seconds. Well, there we go, it's about 10 seconds, the light's gone green. Okay, that's about 20 seconds now, I think. Right, let's stop. What's the screen saying? The screen is showing, yep, that's my last charge, I think, the couple of seconds that I got. Okay, it's reset. So let's just wait for the card symbol to come up and then we'll give it another go. Yeah, it's still as frustrating as it always is with these chargers. It's never a simple, straightforward process. You never just, well, I wouldn't say never, but you rarely just turn up, press the button and go on the old style ones, right? They swipe your card, symbols come up, so card is swiped. Let me get the cable, plug it in, and then we'll press the start button. Okay, there come the fans. Start button is well and truly pressed. Oops. Light is staying green. Oops, sorry. Car is flashing, but nothing much is happening. Okay, let me just try the start button again. Oh, I think the fault's just come up. Yeah, we're getting into anxiety stages again now. I was hoping to be able to pick up a charge from this one of some sort. Don't know why. I don't know what made me think it might be different this time. But it is worth a try. Right, it's reset already, so I'm just going to position my card and press start. This sometimes works. It's amazing how many things sometimes work. I think what actually it is the charger sometimes works and the rest is just psychology. But the fans are on. The light has not gone blue. Nothing is happening at the car side. And we're getting an error again. This is just absolutely ludicrous. Okay, there's a leaf turned up now. Well, he's using AC then. Okay, well, lots to talk about after that stop. Yeah, not successful, as you saw, but a few things. First of all, I apologise if there's a lot of background noise. It's just started with thunder, lightning, horrendous torrential rain, and the rain sounds incredibly loud when you haven't got a nice engine to drown it out. Anyway, while I was there, I did try, I thought, and I've done it before and it's never helped, so I've kind of stopped phoning the helpline when the chargers don't work, because I already know what the problem is, and it's not that the charger needs a reset. However, I thought I would try it while I was at Lochgilphead, just because. So I gave it a go. I phoned the guy. He checked, he said, oh, we did have a report of a problem the other day. I said, could you check if it was an iPace? He said, hang on, I'll have a look. No, it was a Nissan Leaf. Oh, mind you, they charged Chademo, so I don't know why it's reporting that it was a CCS fault. So he said, no, okay, forget that, it's got nothing to do with it. Let's try a reset. So he tried a, wow, lightning. He tried a reset. And of course it didn't work, but while I was there talking to him on the phone, a guy pulled up in a Nissan Leaf, of course, always a Nissan Leaf, and he got out and he started chatting to me. So I had the guy on the phone in one ear and the guy with his Leaf in the other ear, and he was saying he also has an eyepiece. Showed me a picture of it. It's a Chorus Grey eyepiece, and he said that he can't ever get it to work with that charger either. So we know there's a problem. This is not news, you know, but it's just nice to get more confirmation. And he said he's never got it to work. He's always having charging problems. Blah de blah de blah. So yeah, it's clearly an issue. But I think it's one that people are reluctant to admit because they're worried it's going to cost them money to rectify, I suspect. But yeah, the guy though on the helpline did happen to mention that they do have a lot of problems with the old chargers. He also said they have some really old chargers, and I think I've seen one once. It's the type that doesn't have a screen at all. Just has 3 buttons on the front. I assume there's a card reader on it somewhere. I've never used one. But he said that they've got this particularly old style of charger, and he said it won't even work with like some Nissan Leafs and stuff. He said the only thing that will work on it are like the old gen Priuses and things like that. He said none of the sort of more modern EVs will work on it. And now they've got their second generation, which he said the eyepiece seems to be having problems with. And I'm kind of guessing that once they all start appearing on the market, I strongly suspect that things like the e-tron and the EQC and the Taycan, I've got a sneaky feeling they're all going to have problems with these chargers. And I guess that would be a good thing, because if they do, then the sheer weight of numbers then means that they've got to do something about it, whereas if it's just eyepieces, you know, are they going to redo all their chargers just for one particular car? But if it's more than the eyepiece, we're in with a shout, I think. So we'll see how that goes as these other cars start coming on the market and getting used. But certainly there's clearly a problem with the eyepiece. So yeah, we didn't get charged, but I got chatting to somebody. It's always a social event. Charging up is always a sociable thing, because people with EVs talk to each other, and it's quite a nice little community thing. But yeah, so anyway, we set off from there. As I say, the next stop is the Gardens, Arduaine Gardens, which is where we're going. And look at the weather. I do not fancy walking around a public garden in this. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know what we'll do. I'm sure there's a cafe there, so we'll go and grab some lunch. Sadly, there's no charger there, so we can't utilise that. But we'll make the most of it, and we'll shortly, I think, be coming to the coast road. So I'll cut in the footage between here and the gardens just to let you see what the oh, in fact, there it is down there. You won't be able to see it yet, but I'm just about to come round the left hand bend and it's all going to open up in front of you, if you can see it through the rain. Now on a lovely day that would be spectacular, my friends. But I don't know how much you're going to be able to see out of the dash cam with this visibility. But anyway, yeah, so we have in fact just arrived at the coast road. We've got about 4 miles of coast road and then we arrive at the gardens. So I'll leave you to enjoy the scenery and we'll talk to you once we arrive at Arduaine Gardens. See you then. we have arrived. We're at Arduaine Gardens. It is chucking it down with rain. It is easing off a little bit, but that could be a sucker's gap, to be honest. It's been light heavy for the last few miles, so I don't want to read too much into that. But yeah, it's if it does stay on, then we're a bit stuffed, to be honest, because it's not going to be much fun wandering around an open air garden in the pouring rain. So let's hope that this little gap turns into something better. Yeah, we've got, what have we got? 69% charge, 160 miles of range. So that's enough from looking at my little spreadsheet. I'll stick it up here for you. That's enough to get us to Tidrum. I don't think it's quite enough to get us to Crianlarich, but it means we've got 2 charges at Oban, and then we got Tidrum. If we're still stuck at that point, then we can always stick some AC in, because we're only just short of what we need to get to Crianlarich. But fingers crossed we can get one of those next few chargers to give us something. It's not been a great day today on the charging front. I mean, it's never a great day with the old style e-volts, but I would say today's had worse success than the last one, in that both Lochgilphead and Inverary were just not even interested in getting going. They just did not want to go. And even Loch Long, which has been a good one for us up till now, took multiple attempts today to get it started, like a lot. So yeah, today so far has not gone great on the charging front. We're not at critical stage yet, you know. I mean, 160 miles is hardly range anxiety, but it's just knowing that all I've got between here and 0 miles is 3 or 4, maybe 4 old style e-volt chargers. That's tense stuff, frankly. But yeah, we're here. We'll go and get some lunch at the very least. That'll be indoors at least. And once we've had some lunch, hopefully we can go for a bit of a walk. We've got our walking boots with us anyway, so, and our raincoats. So as long as it's not thunder and lightning and chucking it down with horrendous torrential rain, we'll go and do something. And I'll take you along with us, and you can enjoy my misery. Hopefully we'll see a break in this weather now, and we can get some fresh air and dry. Okay, see you later. Okay, we're here. We made it. The rain has eased off a little bit. We went in and had some nice lunch. I had nachos with haggis, which probably sounds disgusting, but it was really, really nice. Nachos, haggis, melted cheese, onion marmalade. Yum yum. I had a cappuccino. So yeah, it was nice. Came out, the rain had eased off. It's not off, but it's bearable. It's not thunderstorms anymore. And yeah, this is what we're walking past. Yes, not a bad view. We had lunch up there, inside though, not at the outside tables. I'm not that mad. And looking out over that, and now that the rain's gone, you can actually see it a bit better. How lovely is that? Oh, we just found the information board. I don't know if you can see that little island at the front there. Well, of course you can. That little island at the front there is called Craggy Island. It's a real place, Craggy Island. Should we pop in and see Father Ted? Okay, we're in the gardens having a wander around. Hope you can see just how lush and green it is. That's one of the benefits, I guess, of all that Scottish weather, is that everything grows. Yeah, the gardens are pretty. It's not going to be a long visit. We're just going to have a quick wander around, partly because the weather's terrible and partly because the lady at the ticket desk seems more concerned with getting home than letting us in. So we had to kind of convince her to let us in with only an hour till they close. So yeah, but we'll have a wander around, have a look. It's very colourful, and there's lots of lush greenery. I don't know exactly what there is to see, but we'll just have a wander, and even if it's just some nice scenery, that's worth it, isn't it? I mean, what do you expect from a garden? Herds of wildebeest sweeping majestically across the plain, Krakatoa erupting for your pleasure. Yeah, it's going to be flowers and plants, isn't it? Okay, we've been to the gardens and they were quite spectacular. Luckily, as you saw, kind of dried up a little bit. It wasn't exactly perfect weather, but it did dry up, and the longer we were there, the better it got. So by the time we left, it was actually quite pleasant. So that was nice. So yeah, it's on with the charging adventure now. We're taking a slightly long route home, just as I said, because I just wanted to see some different scenery, to be honest, and also from a perspective of iPace ownership and the channel and etc, etc. Wow, I don't know if you're seeing this on the dash cam, the view is spectacular here. So that threw me completely. Yes, I just want to try as many different chargers as I can just to see how it goes. So the next one is Oban. I mean, we've got 153 miles of range. We can make it, I've just recalculated it all, we can make it all the way back to Crianlarich, all the way back, like we've ever been there, but all the way to Crianlarich, which is the last chargers before Lomongate. So we've got 5 more chargers that we can try. We just really need one of them to work to be able to get to Lomongate and get a reliable charge, even if it's just a zap and dash, just to get us back home. Yeah, it's still harder than it should be, you know. I mean, I've got plenty of range at the moment, you know. I'm sitting here with 150 odd miles of range in the car. There's no issue with range, but I just can't help, you know, it does start to make you edgy as one charger doesn't work, the next charger doesn't work. You know, you just can't help it. It's not range anxiety, because I've got plenty of range, but there's just nagging in the back of your mind is, well, what if Oban, Tundrum and Crianlarich don't work? That could happen. Statistically, it's unlikely, but it could happen. They're all the same old style chargers. Who knows? So, you know, while it's all part of the adventure, etc, etc, there's a bit of me that can't help feeling that it would be nice just to know that you could stop at a charger and plug in. I mean, imagine the outcry in the general population if that's how it worked with petrol cars. I'll stop at this petrol station and see what happens. Okay, I'll plug the nozzle in. No, there's no petrol coming. What's going on there? Maybe I'll try pressing this button 20 times. No, still no petrol coming. Okay, I'll try taking the nozzle out and put it back in. Nothing yet. Okay, try pressing this reset button. Oh, no. Oh, that was just a trickle of petrol, but it's gone now. Okay, I'll leave that. I'll get back in the car and I'll go to the next petrol station. There would be riots in the street. But unfortunately, that's how it is at the moment, driving an iPace in Scotland away from the major cities. As I say, so far, apart from the first time where I didn't file them out the ABC strategy, I haven't gotten stuck, but it's just not comfortable. It's not a comfortable experience. It's enjoyable. It's always enjoyable. The car is great on these twisty roads, even in the wet. It's just planted. It's almost impossible to get this car to break away from the road surface. It's an amazing car to drive. It's amazing range. Sorry, I know I've said that in the past video, but it's worth stressing. 230-ish miles is more than enough for me if I know I can plug it in at the end of that 230 miles and even settle for 95% guarantee of getting a charge. So yeah, that's the only issue at the moment is those Charge Place Scotland chargers. Other than that, the car is an absolute dream, and at no point do I regret buying it. And even with all this hardship, for want of a better word, hardship is probably overstating it, hashtag first world problems, but even with all this inconvenience, it's still a phenomenal car, and I would still rather have this than anything else out there at the moment, in all honesty. So yeah, next stop is the ferry terminal at Oban, which hopefully will work. If not, there's a second charger in Oban, but if we get a charge at the ferry terminal, then we'll just keep going. If we don't, then we'll try the second charger. So see you at Oban. made it to Oban. Oh, there goes the car switching itself off. Made it to Oban. We've got the charger in front of us, so let's give it a go. It should be a straightforward process, but it so seldom is. Right, cover off the charging flap. Old faithful, old style charger. This one looks very old as well. Swipe the card. Validating user, it says. So I'm going to take the cable, try and get it round. Oh, this is a big stretch, but it just about makes it. Okay, it's plugged in. Let's press the start button. There go the fans. Now oh, the light's gone blue up there. Now we just need to see a green light here. Come on, iPace. There's a green light. We have a green light. We have a blue light. But it still says it's carrying out checks. Not sure if you can read that. We're charging. We are charging. No, it's just gone to error. Damn it. No, it's failed. It's failed. Again, it just started charging and died. We got a green light for like 2 seconds, 5 seconds, I wasn't counting, and then it died. Okay, let's try it one more time. Swipe the card, press the button, wait for the blue light. There's the blue light. Drop my card now. We're getting performing initial checks. And it's gone. It's gone. Disconnection. Yeah, well, I have to say this is not as scenic a location as the previous few that we've tried. I'm in a very very industrial feeling car park next to a very industrial feeling ferry terminal, but it looks like we're not going to be here for long on the plus side because the charger won't work. Right, I'm going to do the old Kilmarnock trick here. I'm going to leave it for a couple of minutes, leave it plugged in, not going to touch anything, give it a couple of minutes like this, and then we'll try and start it again without unplugging the car or locking it or switching it on or off or anything. Give it a go, see if it works. Still got 58% battery, but again, you know, that's 3 in a row now that won't charge the car. And yeah, I could call the helpline, but it honestly isn't worth it. And I know people will say I should, but it's honestly not worth it. I've done it many times. I know this well enough by now to know it's just time wasted on the phone. They're very helpful and they're very pleasant, but it won't work. It will not work. Right, I'll give it a few minutes. Okay, I've given it a few minutes. So let's swipe the card. There it goes. Doesn't make a beeping noise. Usually you get a beep on the other ones I've used when you've swiped your card successfully. But this one's silent. Right, the blue lights come on straight away this time. Let's see what happens here. Still performing the checks. Hope you can see this. It's difficult to read these screens, but no. Disconnection again. It's just every time. again. Again, sorry, I'm not talking now because I'm practically holding my breath, hoping it's going to work. And the weird thing is, I mean, look at Loch Long. How long did we go through this with Loch Long? You know, doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And eventually we did get it to work, and then it took us up to 100%, but it was ages today. And that's the worst I've ever had at Loch Long. You know, the first time it started straight away. Nope, gone green again. First time it started straight away. Second time took 3 or 4 attempts, and this time today took absolutely ages. Okay, we tried that. Oh, lost count of how many times, and I bruised my finger. Lost count of how many times I've tried that now, but it's not working. So I'm gonna get the car started up, head out, and we'll go and find the other charger. There's a second one in Oban, like I said before. Hopefully it's in a nicer location than this. It was quite oppressive here actually, but yeah, we'll go and try and find the other one, see if we can get a charge out of that. But that's 3 charges in a row now, and that's what, been 70 miles we've covered without managing to find a charger that's working. That's a guess, but it must be in the region of 70 miles. So yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll get heading off, and I'll give the next charger a go. It's only a few minutes down the road, as long as we can find it. See you there. Okay, we found the second charger in Oban. It was not an easy find. Ooh, sorry, bit of a tight manoeuvre to get out there. It was not an easy find. Plus the car did not know all the one-way streets very well and tried to get me to go the wrong way up a one-way street. Now I've got here and the lights are red. I'm hoping somebody's just pressed the emergency stop button. Yeah, that's what the screen is saying. So if I press the stop button for 20 seconds, that should reset the machine. Okay, the lights have gone green already, but I'll keep it held for 20 seconds. As it says. Okay, that's about 20 seconds. Right, let me get my charge port open and ready to go. Haha. Right, swipe the card. There's the beep. Grab the connector. Oh, again with the tangled cables. Okay, sorry about the shakiness there. It always ends up like spaghetti junction there on these chargers. There we go. Whew. And press start. Okay, there go the fans. Ah, oh, jeez. There go the fans. The light's gone blue on the charger. Performing initial checks, it says, as always. I'm going to stay here by the car so I can keep an eye on the green light on the car. Checks. Right, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because it says still performing initial checks on the charger. Okay, it still hasn't stabilized yet. Oh, oh, please. It started. It has started. Okay, we're at 58%. The charger is running. So steady blue on there. Okay, that seems like a reasonable place to end episode 2. At least today we end on a success instead of a failure like episode 1. Now we're going to head off down into Oban, have a wander around a couple of the shops, wander around the harbour, and then we'll come back, see if the charging's continued uninterrupted, and hopefully we'll set off with a decent level of charge to test out the rest of the chargers and make the journey home. Thanks for being with us. I hope you'll join us again. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And if you subscribe, click on the bell. You'll get notifications every time I upload a new video. Until next time, this is Abby Dude saying so long, take care, see you soon. Bye. Abby Dude.